This interesting little succulent is known as Fenestraria rhopalophylla. And rhopo, I believe in Latin, means clumping leaves. Phylla usually means leaves. And you could see that these are forming a little bit of a clump. Now, this is commonly called baby toes, and these are native to, I believe, Namibia, and they typically are in sandy soils, and it's more of a geophyte, so it's kind of growing in sandy soils, and these little windows or these little tips are actually the only things that are typically showing. So this is a pretty interesting plant if you have the light for it, because this plant can withstand some really intense sunlight. So I have this in my southwest facing window. I have it in this cute little mug that I actually got from Junk Brooklyn. So I have a set of these mugs and I have plants growing in all of them. And I found them to be like really great planters. And this is a plant that does not need a tremendous amount of water. I mean, I sometimes forget to water this plant. You could probably see there's a couple that have like dried out a little bit, but for the most part, this plant just really thrives in benign neglect. So you don't need a lot of humidity for it. You don't need a lot of water. You don't need a lot of fertilizer. If you're going to fertilize it, then you could even probably get away on an annual basis, although I'm sure it would enjoy a little bit more of a monthly basis during the growing season. And you could stick with a succulent or cacti fertilizer, so like a 2,4,7 or 3,4,7 or something of that nature. Otherwise, propagation, you could do it by seed. That's how I think these are typically propagated. And as far as pests go, I've had no pest pressures whatsoever. Very resilient plant, so if you actually have the light, or if you care to get a grow light, if you don't have any kind of direct light coming in through your windows, then this would probably thrive and survive under a grow light, provided that you don't have it too far up from the plant, because light disseminates very quickly and it's not getting as much of the particles of light. So even if you have something that's growing even within 4 to 6 inches away from this plant, it'll probably do just fine. But here, I'll take a little top look of this plant so you could see how cool it looks from the top down and from the side. And this has definitely, I've had this growing for probably about 2 years now. Slow grower, but it actually has elongated somewhat. I think when I got it, it was a little bit more of like a close shave, if you will, but it has kind of expanded as far as the length of this goes. But I kind of like the common name of it, baby toes. I think that's like really cute. And I think that it's actually very fitting.